Hey guys, Equinox here, and this is going to be the route video. Going into push, we're going to go over all my routes. First start off, our comp is going to be Brewmaster, Disc Priest, Shadow Priest, Mage Og. So that's gonna be our comp. So keep in mind whenever we do Mind Soothe skips, that's gonna be we're gonna have two Mind Soothes. So we're gonna go in order: Halls of Infusion, Brackenhide, Uldaman, Neltharius, Neltharian Lair, Freehold, Underrot, Vortex. We're gonna go in that order. So first pull, we double Mind Soothe both of these guys. So right here. Draw. We double Mind Soothe both of these, walk past. Since we don't do any of the fancy dragon skips, we're just gonna not really bother too much with those and just skip more in the first area. And then we do this big pull right here as marked. It's triple apparatus, 3 defenders. We use AoE CC or 4 defenders, AoE CCs on the 4 defenders on their demoralizing shout cast, and then we're gonna do single kicks on the expulses. Once the defenders and once the apparatuses are dead, we chain into this. And again, rotate AoE CCs on the defenders. Ideally, you want to pull this defender and then these two packs together at the same time. So this one's always gonna cast early, but these two should be fairly synced up if you pull them quickly. Same thing with this. You want to pull this and then this immediately if you can. But ideally, what I do is I pull G7. Let everybody outrange the demo shoutcast, and then we just pull into this. We don't have to use any kicks or CCs. It's great. Kill this, and then we just full kill this back, and then we go into this. We kill both apparatuses, and then we chain the 3 defenders into the boss. And then after the boss, we go all the way here. We Mind Soothe this, and then para ring this little swoglet right here, because he likes to pat like this way. So he likes to pat over there, and then we pull all of this together. This will be our second lust right here. Our first lust is on the first pull, so second lust right here. Then we do the mini boss. So this pull is actually pretty. So what we do on this pull is we have 1 kick on each shock trooper, and then our AoE CCs go on the dazzles. So that's how we do it, and we use Ring of Peace and like Frost Nova to stop the swoglets until they die. This caster is like, if you late kick, it's 3 melee kicks, but we do 1 melee kick, 2 ranged. It usually works as long as you do all late kicks. She usually throws in some Molten Subductions, and it's not too bad. Next is the boss. So Gulping Goliath, this is a pretty easy boss. The only trick that we do on this boss is rotating like Ring, Frost Nova, Sweep on each of the ad sets. We group up, so like around here on circle, we start here, and then we move this way for the ads, and we go across the room slowly. Then we use Ring of Peace at the halfway through Toxic Effluvia, and then the ads will all die. And same thing with Frost Nova, vice versa. We just go back and forth. Next, you skip this. You can just walk right past it right here. And then we do this pull right here, which is 2 Earth Shakers, 1 Gale Singer, 1 Ice Caller. You rotate kicks on the Gale Singer, stops on the Ice Caller and the Dragon. Then we do this 4-pack by itself, and then we do cooldowns again here. Then we do Boss with Lust. Oops, sorry, I clicked the wrong one. And then we go into this. You can either do this all in 1 pull, or you can just do it in 2 halves. So you can do like this half first, then this, and the mini boss. And then last boss. So a key to last boss, in my opinion, is so there's the 4 ads here, 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 and here. What we do is we assign 1 kick on each, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we count down 3, 2, 1. All 4 kick. Everyone walks in the middle, so they channel in. Then we use 1 AoE CC, either like a Incap Roar, a Leg Sweep, Fear, Dragon's Breath, just to get them all CC'd. And then once they're all CC'd once, then they'll come in and be synced up. And yeah, that's Halls of Infusion. Next up is Brackenhide. So this first pull is going to be 2 War Scourges. I think everyone's done this pull pretty much. So what we do, this is a little trick that a lot of people probably don't know, is War Scourges can be solo melee kicked. If you do 2, you can solo kick 2 War Scourges as 1 person. So they naturally desync themselves to where it's about a 15-second in between. You can test this by just kicking the War Scourge insta, War Scourge 1, and almost all the time, exactly 15 seconds later will be the second War Scourge cast. Sometimes this changes depending on his Blade Storm queuing, but yeah, that should be very easy for you to do. Then you have everyone else kick the Mystic, rotate CCs on the Claw Fighters, and then we get Cage here, Cage here with Mind Soothe. We do this double pull, we get Cage here. After this pull, Priest gets Cage here, and we do this pull, and we do Boss, and then we do this large pull here. This large pull here has 5 shapers in it. This is a very dangerous pull, as you're going to plug all your defensives here. This next pull is only 1 shaper and 2 oaks. This pull is much easier for brew. There's only 1 guy doing magic damage. And then the pull after this is a double shaper Rotsinger. This is where all your defenses will be back again, so you're going to plug them all here again. Another easy pull, 2 shapers, 2 oaks. This one isn't too bad. The decay does more damage than 2 shapers, in my opinion. He kind of collapse. But you can dodge this. I don't. It's kind of weird, but this ability's this one right here. This one's dodgeable. I don't know why, but yeah. And then we do this into boss. For brew, you can eat this if you want, or you can wernstone it, but I tend to just not eat it because the boss really doesn't do that much damage. So brew stagger's pretty good against the enraged boss. Then we skip all the way there. The way we skip this is with mage, so mage can like pull this way or this way and then just go around and invis while you guys walk past. Same thing with shadow mode. Next pull is this in the boss. You get 1 melee kick each on these. Everybody stacks up on the hyenas. You drop the traps on the hyena in the trash, and then the traps proc on the hyenas, and the traps do AoE splash damage, everything around it, and kill the trash. Next pull, we mind soothe this, and we do all of this together. This is 4 rod hexers, 2 war scourge, 2 filth callers. Everybody but me will be kicking filth callers. I'll be kicking 2 war scourges. We go to this cauldron right here, and everybody takes a cauldron charge, and anytime you get a disease, you cauldron it off, and we have 3 backup disease spells. So that's how we'll do this pull. And then this pull right here will be Rod Hexer, War Scourge, Filth Collar. So one melee kick on the War Scourge or range kick. This is pretty long cooldown, and then Filth Collar. Next pull is Filth Collar, War Scourge, Rod Hexer again. So yeah, same thing. And then we go boss. We're not going to do the War Scourge cheese on the boss. I'm not even sure if it works. Uldaman, this is kind of a weird route. So we do, first pull we're going to lust. It's going to be Berserker, 6 Basilisks. 3 Geomancers, 2 Berserkers, yeah. And it's going to be our Lust pull. I'm going to be running a pretty tanky setup for this one, so it's going to be a rough pull. I'm not sure how well it'll be doable, but it's experimenting. And we pull G6 into boss on pull, and then once they do their second longboat raid on Tyrannical, then we pull in G10. And then after that, we do G11, G12 together. Then we go Bromok, and then we do all of this yellow into the boss. Then we do G16, G17, G18 together. We get single kicks on the Weavers, then AoE stops on the Hails. Then we do G19, G21 together, and then we do G22 on its own. Then we do G23, G24, G25 into the boss. Then we do G26 and this Golem right here together. You just range pull this and it works just fine. He just walks over, does an social aggro, do these together, and then we do all of this blue together. We mind soothe this, we pull G31 into G32, do this together. Then we pull G33 into all of this, do double time Reaver. Then we mind soothe pass. Alright, next up is... Sorry, I had to close my door really quick. Next up is Neltharus. So this one's not too bad. So the hardest part about this is the 2 chain pulls. So this first chain pull is going to be both the Wardens, all these Hunters, and the mini-boss. You can chain all of this together. Bears can do literally this entire hallway, but I can't. I'm not a bear. So you chain, and we use this this chain here. We explode them all, and then we go over here. This is so we do 1, 2, 3 Thaumaturges all together. This is our Lust pull. And then we do 3 more Thaumaturges together. And you just rotate AoE CCs on the Magmacon flags, get kicks on Molten Core, use backup AoE CCs on extra Molten Core casts. Then we do Magma Tusk, and then we go back over here, we do a chain pull, we do Chargath, we go back over here, we do another chain pull, skip this guy by walking past, and we do this pull. You can do this pull right now if you want and use Lust, but you don't have to. And then you can go into this pull 10 and this pull 11. You can either Lust this or Lust Forge Master. On Tyrant, you Lust Forge Master. Forge Master, there's nothing really special to do as a tank. None of these trash packs, you don't have to do anything special. So, yeah, that's why I'm not explaining anything. There's really nothing like super special you have to do. And then we jump down, we pull G22 with G49. This is, so what I do is I roll off right here, and then just run over here, tag this, get the first stop on the Thaumaturge, and then pull it with G49. And then we invis pot past, go here, go to boss. That's it. Neltharian's Lair, this is a very rough pull. So this one, I take my time gathering this and make sure I'm stable. Pull all of the stuff, all this first area stuff together, and then pull it onto the lurkers, and then stop. Let my Shadow Priest dot, and then I double roll over to here, grab aggro, and then tag this with Crackling Jade Lightning, and then my team stands like back here, and then I stand like over here so they don't like run to them because I'm not gonna have aggro on the far back ones. I always start off with Fort Brew and then Defensive Trinket 1 on the first Piercing Shards, and then Healer External Defensive Trinket 2 or Celestial Brew 1 on the second shard. And then I do Diffuse on third, and then Celestial Brew Zen Med on the fourth. And that should be good. This boss, you're just hard focusing the ads as Brew. Brew does a crap ton of damage. Save Todd for the ones where the Shatter is starting the cast and the ad is full HP. This next pull, you can just split it up into 2 if you want. I haven't decided, but what you can do is you MC the Pelter and then just walk everything in here. You pull this Drummer, CC him on the way, and then he'll walk in later. And you just drag everything over to here, tank it here. Another option, if you're like a bear, you can do this in reverse. So what I do is I walk past this bear, walk over here, pull this Drummer, CC it, pull all of these, and then come back here and tank it all here, and that's a little bit easier to group up in my opinion. Then we Mind Soothe past all of this, Mind Soothe here, double Mind Soothe here, walk past this, do this pull, Pelter, double Shaper. If you don't have enough melee, or if you don't have enough kicks, just MC or para one of the Shapers and just tank one. And then after all that's dead, we kill the Geode, then pull Shaper into boss, do this boss. You can keep these Mind Soothed if you want. This next pull, the way I do it is I walk up here, we pull these 3 Nashers, I pull G23, and then we pull this and I tank it back. You could also do this in reverse where you have the tank pull this and this together while someone grabs the Nashers and you MC the Pelter and double kick the Shaper. That works too. The next one is G24, G25, and G26. This is a double Grubmaster. Ideally, you want to pull, like, as you're walking into G24, you press Keg Smash, instantly target Grubmaster 3 and hit it with Crackling Jade Lightning. This will sync up the Grub cast a little bit more, and it'll be a lot easier to AoE CC them. Sweep and Para both work on the Grubs to stop, so make sure you do that. This pull is unironically more dangerous than this pull, because all these little guys hit so hard. Like, I don't know what it is about this pull, but it hurts so much on Brew. This boss, nothing special. Just pick a DPS as a spell, communicate with your team. Very, very simple. Nothing special here. If the boss goes into Enrage during a Spiked Tongue, you need to taunt at the end of the Spiked Tongue cast so it doesn't auto melee your melee. And then we Mind Soothe here, walk past, pull double breakers, wait for the first avalanche cast to finish, then we pull into Dominator. You can MC the Trapper if you want, or just do it with it. And then we have the Mage pull this pack right here. He pulls it, and then we pull the boss. As soon as he pulls this, then he invises the pack off. We grip him, and we tank it over in this area. And then we do Dark Roll. So this boss is kind of hard for Brew, so what you want to do is just make sure you're topped and not pop anything for the landslide, and then rotate Celestial Brew, Fort Brew, Diffuse, Zen Med on the Bolting Crashes. You should be able to live a landslide from 100% HP all the time, no matter what. So yeah, that should work. Freehold. Now this is the rough, because this is a bear dungeon, right? Like, this is a really good bear dungeon. This is a really bad Brew dungeon. So you do kind of have to do the bear route here. It's not as insane as the bear route. I modified it a little bit to make more sense for Brew, and I'll explain the grouping here. So what you do is you invis pot on pull. You go up through here. You pull, this pat will be about right here. So you pull this, you pull G18, and then you pull G8, and you LOS around here. You tank it all here, you lust it. Later on, after your Fort Brew and defensive trinkets fall out, you want to focus on sweeping the saber rattles. Sweeping, ropping them, doing anything you can to stop the saber rattles. Those are what will kill you. And then we go back here, we pull G22 pat, G3, and then G4, and we tank it where G4 is. Same thing here with saber rattles. Like, that's what you care about. Try to CC as many as you can. Sky Captain Crack, only thing you really care about here is tanking him. You want to end the fight or end the first phase around here, and that'll set up the charges for the rest of the fight. And then Azurite Powder Shot, you can reflect this if you want to. If you want to get 2 reflects, as soon as he phases when he's about to cast his first one, just stand inside his hitbox, and it'll give it to you, and you just insta diffuse, and that's it. We have a mage skip for the enforcer. He just pulls, and he pulls. He goes like this way, and we just jump off right here. That's it. And he visits it off. And then pull 4, we skip past all of this. We do all of this into boss. So you just have to deal with the rat traps, rotate kicks on this, and just not jump, and that's it. And then we do G40 once. So we hard focus Eudora, right? We really don't want to put damage into Raoul. And then once Eudora dies, we pull G44, kill it off, pull, or G44, G45 together, kill it off. Pull G49, kill it off, and then pull Crusher 3 and kill it off. You could pull Crusher 3 with G45 separately if you want. That's also a good pull. And then after the boss, we do all of this together. This will be our second lust. This should be our second lust. And you pull all of this together. What you could do, since Brew has a rough time, is you pull G23, G24, and G30 together, lust, and then once the rat trappers, or like once a few mobs are dead, then you pull into G25, and all these swabbies. And that'll be a lot easier. So don't forget, chain pulling is an option. So any of these pulls you see marked, you can chain pull them. Next, we go all the way over here. Also, like when you're like pretty much done with this boss, your evoker can go start RP and use the Wormstone. So go over here, pull 7. We just do G47, G55 together. That's really simple while the RP is going. Then once this is, or once Ludwig's out, we pull him Ludwig with 3 crushers. So we do all these with Ludwig. Then after Ludwig, we do, turn off freehand, then we do pull 9 together. This is triple brine scale, harpooner, and some enrage guys. So just AoE CC the scrappers, rotate kicks on the brine scales. Only do not kick frost blast, use CCs on frost blast. And then we go to Trothak. And we just do the little guys with Trothak. And then we mind suit these, evoker skip. You've seen this on TGP, they like hover up here, or rescue up here. We pull these 2, the mage pulls this pack, and visits it off when I pull the boss, and that's it. That's the whole dungeon. The pain points for you are going to be pull 1. Pull 4 into boss is going to be really hard. These later pulls are really easy on you, but this one's really hard. Pull 6, obviously, very, very hard. You want to, don't be afraid to kite with these. Pull 8 is a very tank intense pull, so be careful on this one. All these other pulls here are very easy for you, though. All right, Underrot. So this is a little bit harder for Monk. So this pull is going to be double caster. So what we do is we go here, we just hug this wall, pull this. You want to run immediately down like right here and pull Matron. You have 1 range kick on Blood Priest 1 and then 1 range kick on Blood Priest 3, and you want to tank them about like on the bridge. You want to rotate CCs on maggots. You want to diffuse when these ticks are about to die. This is shadow damage. So make sure you diffuse here. And then just rotate kicks on Blood Priest. Use AoE CCs on Gift of Gahoon or Purge. And then again, CCs on Dark Recon. Use all kicks on Bolt and do not kick Gift or Dark Recon. And then you do the mass pull, CC any of the Headhunter overlaps. Anytime Barb Spear picks someone with the beam from the mask, or they're picking 2 people, then make sure you CC it. You have 1 range kick on the Harrowing Despair, and then everybody else kick the Blood Priest. Boss, so the way this boss works, if you have a Holy Pally, is you can do 2 melee kicks on the boss, and it'll be completely fine. Just late kick every single one. By late, I mean like 95% through the cast, late kick, and you can two kick rotation it every time. Range can 3 kick rotation it if they kick late. And yeah, that's it. This boss is really simple. Next pull is going to be 3 rots, 4 lashers, 2 blood swarmers, and a maggot. Rotate AoE CCs on maggot. 1 range kick each on the blood swarmer. Has to be a 20-second range kick. Melee kicks on the lashers and residual CC on the lashers. They don't recast. Anything that goes off, you can dispel and stuff. Next pull will be 4 lashers, 1 blood swarmer. You chain this one later after blood swarmer 5 dies, and a maggot. So same thing, AoE CCs on the maggot and lashers, and then kick on the blood swarmer. And then you chain in blood swarmer 4 when blood swarmer 5 dies. Next pull is Death Speaker here. So here I'm going to tell you guys about the tip for Death Speakers. So how I do this, I tell my team to stand back. They'll stand like right here. Nobody comes, right? I walk up, I pull this. about 5 seconds in, the Death Speaker will put Wicked Embrace on me. I defuse it. On high 4 keys, this does like 3 mil damage. 3 mil. It does so much damage. This will literally kill him off like 20-25 seconds faster. It's super valuable. Highly recommend it. And then as soon as I do that, then I pull it into Bloodswarmer, this and Maggot. So you have 1 range kick on the Death Speaker, 1 melee kick on the Lasher, and then rotate CCs on the Maggot and 1 range kick on the Bloodswarmer. And that's it. You do this, and then you lost boss. Then you go over here, you do Death Speaker 3, you do the same thing. The way we skip this is we have the mage walk up. He walks up here. I para it. He's in combat with it. We all walk past while he's still in combat. We don't get combat with this because he's the first one and it's CC'd. We all walk past. He invises it off. And then I pull this. They stand back here. I go over like right here. And I get the debuff, reflect, and then we pull into here. This is 1 melee, or this is either 2, 1 melee, 1 ranged on each, or 2 ranged on each, as long as they're 20-second kicks and late kicks. Yeah, we do this, and then as soon as the Death Speaker is dead, we pull it into boss. And then we go into this, same thing. I tell my team to let me reflect, so what I do is they'll stand like right here and wait, and I'll walk, and I'll pull this like to the side, like right here, and then I'll get the reflect off, and I'll pull it in with the corruptors and everything. And again, it'll just die really fast. And then once this worm is dead, you take everything into this worm, and then you kill this entire pack off. Then you do these two together, and you kill the worm again, and then you chain it into this worm. So yeah, it's basically just 2 chain pulls back to back. And then we do the last boss, and this again, you just reflect. You want to reflect it about 7 stacks. If you want to get 2 to 3 reflects off, I would do 7. If you want to go for the big boy 10 on Tyrannical, you can get like 10 or 11 and get 2 off in the fight, and they do about 1.8 to 2 mil a piece. So yeah, you'll do a lot of damage that way. You don't want a defensive until about 5 to 6 stack, then you start slowly rotating the defenses. Also, a little tip, when you're doing the reflect, wait till after the cleansing light goes off, because if you reflect, even if the cleansing light is remotely near the boss, it'll remove the reflected debuff from him. So yeah. And then Vortex, this is like just the most annoying dungeon. So how we do this first pull is we MC the Wild Vortex. Everybody walks past up into here. We don't do this huge pull yet. We're gonna try it, but we don't do that. We do it all the way over here, and then we rotate kicks on the Wild Vortexes. We keep this one MC'd right here. And then once 1 or 2 of the Wild Vortexes are dead, we release it. We lost this pull. Try to CC as many Gust Soldier casts you can. You cannot CC after this cast finishes. It doesn't matter if you CC it. The only thing stopping it is Feigned Death, I think. Feigned Death and Meld. So you have to CC it before the cast finishes to stop it. And then once all the casters are dead, you chain into G4. Once all the casters are dead, you chain into G5. Casters are dead, chain into G6. Casters are dead, chain. Is 1 big chain pull. Even if you're doing triple Clad Prince, it's fine, because you just kind of have to pull it that way. G5, 3 kick rotation on boss, all late kicks, no problem. Next pull is this, so we do G9, G8 into Dragon, and what we do on every week is we just hard prioritize the Dragon with Lust here if we have it. If we don't have it, then that's fine, we just don't Lust it. But yeah, you do all of this on the Dragon, Lust it if you have it, hard focus the Dragon, and save purges for when the Dragon, or when they hit 50%, and AOE when they hit 50%. Next is 4 Assassins, 1 Gust Soldier, and 2 Vortexes. We just do this. You can less us pull if it's up. That one's pretty good. And yeah, this is pretty much it. You just rotate kicks on the Wild Vortexes, CC the Gust Soldier as much as you can, and hope you don't get one shot from the Assassins. Next pull is 6 Assassins and the Squalls. There's a little... So under the stairs, it's like right around here. There's like a little lip under the stairs. All the range can stand in here, and the Assassins won't do any damage when they jump to them. And yeah, you just tank them about right here, and the range can hit them 100% of the time. You do AoE CCs on the Squalls when they're 50%. Kick or purge the Vapor Forms, and you just take no damage on this pull. It's great. You do Alterus, and then we do G10 here. Or not G10, G16. We pull G16 up. We pull this, and we walk all the way up. And we pull this pack and we tank it on the opposite side, about right here. And we focus the adept, rotate kicks on this, and then we get one. We put our Shadow Priest on the Executor for the rally, and then we get one range kick on the adept. It walks in, and yeah, that's about it. And we just kill everything off. No, we don't lust this. We lust G20, and then we lust last boss on Tyrannical. Yeah, you do this pull, and then we go either stars here or G20, depending on how long this pull took. So probably stars. You can just kill all of them if you want. I just marked it to look for 100%. And then we do G11, we kill this off, and then what we do here is we just MC the adept. We do not fight the pack, we MC it. We let it get killed off, so Norcom will MC it or Jack will MC it, and we just stand back, let it die to the pack, and then we pull. And this just makes so we're not over percent. If you don't do this, you're like 2% over, and this just makes the pack unnecessarily hard. And then we kill this pack off, and then we do G21, and we do last boss. So the way I do my Touch of Death on this boss is anytime my casters are cooldowning, I don't Touch of Death, and any set that they aren't cooldowning, I Touch of Death. So basically it'll be like, on pull, we 2-minute on boss, and then star 1 dies, star 2, I Touch of Death, or star 3, depending on the healer's cooldowns, either star 2 or star 3. Then star 4 and 5 are covered by 2 minutes, then star 6 or 7 I taught, etc., and that's the repeat. That's all you have to do. And yeah, that's all the routes. I hope you guys like them. I'll have the route Wago links in the description. If you have any questions, I'll have the Discord link. Just DM me, at me, anything you guys want. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Good luck on push week, and peace out. Love you guys.